Left mic check 1 2. Left mic check. Right mic check 1 2. Right mic check 1 2.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bears Stadium, Boyertown, Pennsylvania, for this Berks County end-of-season playoff. This is a double elimination tournament. This is Game 7. The host Boyertown Bears facing the visiting Shillington Red Sox. Bears, of course, did have a first-round bye. Shillington advanced over a victory last night over West Lawn and the score of 4-3. So a beautiful night for baseball. It's a little humid and a little heavy here, but it's going to be a fine night for baseball, I'm sure. Bears wearing all white with red caps and red socks tonight. Visiting Red Sox with dark blue tops, white pants, and red caps.
Get you your starting lineups for visiting Shillington Red Sox. Leading off, number 5 center fielder Zachary Wyrick. Batting second, number 9 catcher Justin Delvecchio. Batting third, number 10 Philip Henry, the first baseman. In the cleanup spot, your DH, number 21 Austin Baker. Batting fifth, Noah Weber, number 8. He is the second baseman. Next, Jacob Ruas, left fielder, number 15. Followed by Nick Kaczynski, the right fielder, number 17. Matt DeMarco, third baseman, number 27. And Tristan Codgel, shortstop. On the mound today for the Bears, we have Andrew Bauer. Behind the plate, JT Cooley. And the Bears will gather on the mound for their meeting, and we'll get ready to get this game underway.
Well, the Bears have been off for a few days, Connor, having that first round bye, so I know they're looking to get back in the swing of things. I'm sure they want Andrew Bauer to come out here strong, then get the bats up and get swinging. These are, of course, 9-inning games. All American Legion playoff games are 9-inning games. And settle in. We hope you enjoy the broadcast.
We get Zachary Wyrick, the center fielder, here to lead us off for the Red Sox. Wyrick bats from the left side. The first pitch from Bauer. That'll be a strike, and we'll first pitch here at 7:06. 7:06 first pitch here at Bear Stadium for a strike. So no balls, 1 strike here to Wyrick. The next pitch could have caught the outside corner, but it'll be a little outside. We'll go 1 ball, 1 strike here to Wyrick.
Wyrick, big strong kid, batting from the left side. Pearly white batting gloves.
And he'll foul that one down the third base side. It'll go right into the grandstand, and we'll have another strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Wyrick. No outs, top of the first inning here at Bear Stadium. Bauer kicks and pitches, and he'll get Wyrick to swing right through that curveball, strike 3, and we'll have our first out.
Nice off-speed pitch there by Andrew Bauer. Left it slightly on the outside of the plate, but was able to get Zach Wyrick to fish after that.
And we'll get the catcher, Justin Delvecchio, to the plate. Bauer from the windup, he'll look in. He'll grab some signs from Cooley. He'll rock back, and the pitch. That'll be a little low, so 1 ball, no strikes here to Delvecchio. Bauer kicks up at the pitch. Get Delvecchio to swing through that off-speed pitch. So go 1-1.
Yeah, he kind of started at his front knee, broke across the plate, and Delvecchio went flailing.
The 1-1. That'll be a curve ball, and they'll say he swung at it on the check swing there. So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's like Andrew Bauer has all his pitches working so far here early in the game.
Bauer from the windup, the 1-2 pitch. That'll be another breaking pitch, but won't get enough of the plate, so we'll go 2-2. Bauer, the 2-2 pitch. Will be something else off speed. It won't get enough of the plate, so full count we go to Delvecchio. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch. He'll send that one over to Melcher. Melcher will field it on a hop, shuffle, and throw on to Yergi for the second out. So 2 quick ones here for the Bears. That'll give us Philip Henry to the plate. Today he's playing first base. We've seen him moved around a little bit. in the previous times we've seen Shillington play the Bears. So we'll see Henry up to bat here. Big batter bats from the right side. First pitch to him. That'll be a strike right there on the outside corner. Snowballs 1 strike here to Henry. Bauer working very quickly here from the windup. Rocks back and the pitch. They will not. I guess he didn't go around.
Yeah, so JT was asking for some help, but the home plate umpire declined, so we have 1 ball, 1 strike.
Kind of a check swing there. Kind of hard to tell on the curveball. The next pitch, that'll be a broken bat over to shortstop Raniere. He fields it pretty cleanly, throws on to Yergi, and that'll be the 3rd out. So very quick outs here for Bauer and the Bears, and they'll get ready to hit. We'll come back just a little early to give you the lineups for the Bears. We're back here, bottom of the first inning. We'll give you a run through of the Bears' offense for today's game. Leading off, the second base with number 23, Quinn Mason. Batting second, number 28, the DH today, Tyler Kreitz. Batting third, number 20, third baseman, Corey Melcher. Batting the cleanup spot, our right fielder, number 29, Brian Weller. Batting fifth, catcher, number 9, JT Cooley. Next, number 16, Tate Yergi will play first base today. Followed up by the shortstop, number 4, Mike Raniere. Out in center field, we have number 10, Christian Wagner. And finishing us out in the lineups, left fielder, number 30, Pat Maloney. And as we said before, Andrew Bauer on the mound for the Bears. Joseph Adamatz on the mound for the Red Sox. And Justin Del Vecchio behind the plate. And we'll have Quinn Mason in to lead us off. So Mason will step into the box here. Adamatz, very tall left-hander on the mound. Kicks up in the pitch. That'll be in for an early strike to Mason. No balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, Adamatz looks like he's about 6'2" and 5'10" of it is legs. He's a big, tall guy with big, long legs.
The pitch, that'll be it's supposed to be a breaking pitch there that's way in the other batter's box. So 1 ball, 1 strike. So I don't know if that's a sign or if he's just not in a groove yet, but that was the first time we'd seen an off-speed pitch from him. So the 1-1. And that'll be a strike. So the fastball's working today for Adamatz. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Mason.
Absolutely, that pitch was in the same spot as the first strike. Looks like he's able to dial it in on that inside corner to the right-hand batters.
The 1-2, see, that'll be that breaking pitch again. This just doesn't quite break enough, so
Mason's got to think about that and sit fastball here.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes. The fastball's working for Adamatz so far with this first batter. He rocks back the 2-2 pitch. Mason will give that one over to the right side. Right fielder's drifting. He'll settle under it and make the catch. So it'll be a quick out, number 1 here. For the Bears, we'll get our DH Tyler Kreitz to the plate. That was Kaczynski out there and right, drifting just over to his left and making the catch. So Kreitz will step in now. Adamaz will look in to get his signs. He'll rock back from the windup, kick up, and the pitch. It'll be up, so 1 ball, no strikes here to Kreitz. The 1-0 pitch to Kreitz. That'll be inside. We'll go 2-0.
Tyler standing his ground there. That ball didn't miss him more than an inch or two. Not giving any way.
He'll rock back, and the 2-0. That'll be up, so you have to throw a strike here to Kreitz. We'll have 3 balls, no strikes here with 1 out. Bottom of the first inning, Tyler Kreitz at the plate. Corey Melcher waits on deck for the Bears. The 3-0 pitch, and that'll hit Kreitz as he was watching it the whole way, and he'll take his free base. So we'll get a runner on first here for Corey Melcher.
So obviously, obviously Joseph Adamotz's plan is to pitch inside to these right-handed batters, which he was really able to do successfully with Quinn Mason with his fastball. That he barely missed Tyler Kreitz with an early pitch and then beamed him there on that 4th pitch. So Bears, hopefully Bears batters are aware of that, understanding that that's something that is part of his early game plan anyway.
So our third baseman today, Corey Melcher, will step in. Kreitz will take his lead off first. Nice lead for Kreitz. This will probably take a step back on the movement. And the first pitch to Melcher will be a strike. No balls, 1 strike.
Good job by Corey there, taking that pitch in. 4 balls in a row previously to Tyler. The last one, of course, hitting him. Make him throw a strike. Now he's ready to go.
So Kreitz takes a little bit of a smaller lead this time. Adamotz will kick up, and he'll throw back over to first. Kreitz freezing just a little bit, but getting back into plenty of time.
Looks like Adamotz has that slow leg lift with a runner on first to try and freeze the runner over there. Left-handed pitcher obviously can step towards first to make a throw.
No balls, 1 strike here, 1 out to Melcher. Adamotz will hold here. He'll kick up in the pitch. That'll be a curveball that'll finally get enough of the plate. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Melcher. Ryan Weller waits on deck for the Bears.
Again, on that inside corner to the right-hand batters. He's very confident there early on.
So Kreitz takes his lead. Melcher gets set. Pitcher kicks up. That'll be high, so we'll finally get a ball here. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Melcher.
Looks like Tyler has lengthened his lead a little bit over there at first. Trying to get a read on this left-hander.
Adamotz will come set. And he'll throw over to first, but Kreitz going on first movement, and he'll be thrown out at second base.
Well, not much you can do about that. If you get a first movement, sign, you got to go. That's the way it works. And if you're unlucky enough for them to be throwing over, that's what happens. So, certainly not Tyler's fault.
Yeah, a couple claps there from Rick Moats and a handshake from Ranieri. Lets him know everything's all right. Adamotz will step off here, and he'll go from the windup. 1 ball, 2 strikes now with 2 outs, nobody on base. Corey Melcher at the plate. Adamotz will kick up, and the pitch. That'll be a breaking pitch, and the umpire took a long time to call that one. Ended up calling strike 3, looking on Melcher.
I have a suspicion that that's the breaking pitch that Adamotz was trying to get over to the first 2 batters. If he can get that pitch over as a left-hander into the right-handers, it's going to be real effective tonight. We'll be right back and bring you the top of the second.
Back here, top of the second inning. Austin Baker leads us off for Shillington. Bauer will kick, and the first pitch to Baker will be a strike on the outside corner. No balls, one strike to Baker. Top of the second inning, no outs, nobody on. Bauer kick, the 1-2, the 0-1 will be low, so we'll go 1 ball, 1 strike.
Home plate umpire seems to have a generous strike zone side to side, but he's been fair with it. He's been even, so hopefully he'll make for a good night for these pitchers once they learn it.
Bauer will pitch to Baker, and he'll tip that one off, but Cooley will squeeze it, so 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Baker.
Good job, JT Cooley behind the plate tonight with our other catcher, Ryan Weller, in right field. And a real nice curveball there.
Curveball by Bauer gets Baker swinging right through that one. We'll have our first out, and very quickly, just like last inning, giving us Noah Weber, the second baseman. So we'll have 1 out for Weber. Bauer from the windup will rock back in the pitch. It'll be inside. Mason will move on to the backhand. Plant throws on to first and gets the second out. Great play by Quinn Mason there. The ball just went right up the middle, feeling on a backhand, planting his foot, throwing on to Yergi for the second out. Weber did a nice job of pulling that one right off the inside there. So we'll get Jacob Ruas, the left fielder, to the plate. Here with 2 very fast outs for Bauer and the Bears. The pitch. That'll be a strike right down the gut, so no balls, 1 strike here to Ruas.
So far, Andrew Bauer looks like he has come to play, which is a real good sign for Rick Moats and the Legion Bears.
Next one will just be a little outside, so 1 ball, 1 strike to Ruas. Bauer will get himself together, and back on the rubber he goes. Kicks up the 1-1. That'll be a broken bat over to Melcher. Melcher will field it, shuffle on to Yergi, and we'll have our third out. Bears working very quickly here through the early parts of this one, backing Bauer up on all of his pitches. We'll go to the bottom of the second. We'll be right back. Back here, bottom of the second inning, as the sun starts to peak just above the trees out in left center. So we apologize for a little bit of harshness we'll have for a couple of minutes out there until it ducks behind the trees. So bottom of the second inning, Ryan Weller will lead us off for the Bears. The first pitch to him be a strike right down the middle. No balls, 1 strike here to Weller. Adamotz will look in, rock back, and the 0-1 to Weller. It'll be inside as he still works at that inside zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch to Weller. That'll be right down the middle again, so 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Weller.
All right, so now that Adamotz had luck with that off-speed pitch the last inning, let's see if he brings it back here. He's got a 1 ball, 2 strike count. We should see it.
The pitch. And there it
And
is.
we did.
Weller waits on it, rolls it over to third base. Third baseman on the run, throws on to first, and he'll get the out. So we'll have one out as Weller goes down, and JT Cooley comes to bat.
Yeah, I had a suspicion Adamats was not going to allow that curveball to look like that for the rest of the game, the way it did for the first two batters, and sure enough, the last two batters have seen the good one.
JT Cooley steps in, one out, nobody on base here, bottom of the second inning. Adamats will kick up and the pitch. That'll be a strike right on the inside corner. No balls, one strike, JT Cooley.
And the second pitch to Cooley is an off-speed pitch. So it's like down and inside. Adamats certainly sticking with his plan, pitching inside to the right-hand batters.
So the 1-1 pitch to Cooley. He'll catch that inside corner again. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Cooley. As it's very clear, Adamats is just pounding that inside corner tonight. And if the umpire is going to give him that inside part and the outside part, might as well use them. So Adamats will shake off here and then nod in agreement. Kicks up 1-2. That'll be that looping curveball. Cooley able to foul it off.
Good job by JT spoiling that good curveball. Staying alive here.
Adamats from the windup here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch to Cooley. That'll be that curveball again, and Cooley will watch it go by as it falls right into the zone for our second out, and we'll get the first baseman Tate Yergi to the plate.
Absolutely. So now we have a pretty good idea what the entire repertoire of Joseph Adamats is, and hopefully the Bears are starting to pick up on that.
Adamats will
better at bats here.
Kick up the first pitch to Yergi. He'll try to catch that inside corner, but the catcher not able to hold on to the ball, so that'll be a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Yergi. Mike Ranieri waits on deck. Adamats will rock back. The 1-0 pitch to Yergi. Yergi will send that one right into the hole between short and third, and Yergi will be on here with a 2-out single. We'll have Mike Ranieri to the plate.
Good job, Big Tate Yergi, hanging in there on that pitch, sending it to the left side. In the first hit of the game, and first hit for the Bears.
So the shortstop, Mike Ranieri, will step in. 2 outs here, bottom of the second inning. Tate Yergi on first. He'll take his lead. He'll have to be careful, as we have seen a pickoff move. The pitch will come home. Ranieri will bunt that, and that'll go just foul. Good idea there by Ranieri. It's third base way back, first base way back as well.
Yeah, real good idea by Michael. Had he been able to keep that one fair, for sure, that's a base hit.
Matt DeMarco at third base been playing back all game. He hasn't shown any signs of coming up, but now he'll play about even with the bag. As we have no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Mike Ranieri at the plate. Tate Yergi on first. And Adamats will come set. He'll kick. And the pitch. That will be up to Ranieri. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Adamats will take a peek in, get his sign. He'll pause, and he'll throw back over to first, and Yergi back in standing. Yergi will take his lead again. Ranieri in the box. The 1-1 pitch to him. He'll foul that one down the first base line. So we'll go 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Ranieri. Ranieri will take the walk back.
Stay with us, folks. After this half inning, we're going to give you some updates of the other playoff games happening around the league tonight.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Ranieri. Yergi takes his lead off first. Adamats looks in from the stretch. He comes set. He kicks up, and he'll throw back to first again, and Yergi back in standing once more. Adamatsu comes set, kicks up in the pitch. That'll be inside to Ranieri. Good job holding there. Whoa, 2-2.
Real good job by Justin Delvecchio, keeping that ball in front, not allowing Tate Yergi to advance. Good form, good work.
Adamatsu looks in. He'll come set. He kicks and deals, and that'll be up to Ranieri. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Good job by Michael Ranieri here, battling all the way back, working this count, making Adamatsu throw lots of pitches here early in this one.
Christian Wagner waiting on deck, hoping that Michael Ranieri can get on base safely.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Yergi's off, and the pitch is inside to Ranieri, so he'll take his base. So we'll go first and second here for the young Christian Wagner. They're playing nice center field for the Bears. He bats from the right side.
Good job, Michael Ranieri. Really worked that at bat, making Adamatsu throw a lot of pitches. Now we have first and second for Christian Wagner.
Yergi on second, Ranieri on first. Adamatsu comes set. Nobody holding anybody on. He kicks up in the pitch. That'll be up to Wagner, so 1 ball, no strikes. Adamatsu will kind of take his time getting back on the rubber here. Now he's back in. Looks in to Delvecchio. Gets his sign and comes set. Nobody holding anybody on. The runner's getting their leads. The pitch. It'll be up again to Wagner. So looking all the way here. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs to Christian Wagner. And Delvecchio will just go out and have a little talk with Adamatsu and try to figure out what's going on.
Pretty good idea there. Justin Delvecchio out there just kind of kicking the dirt around. Probably just reassure him everything's fine. You've been hitting the inside corner. Your breaking ball's working. Let's just bear down and get the batter.
Delvecchio will make his way back to the plate. He's ready to go here. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the second inning. Christian Wagner at the plate. Yergi on second. Ranieri on first. Joseph Adamatsu the kick. That'll be up again, so 3 straight balls here to Wagner. 3 balls, no strikes. 2 outs to Christian Wagner. The 3-0 pitch to Wagner. It'll be up and away, so we'll walk the bases loaded for Pat Maloney. Pat Maloney playing left field today. Left-handed batting, and the coach for the Red Sox will come out to have a word.
Yeah, that's probably a pretty good idea. Coach, go out and settle their young pitcher down. We have this update. Game 6 was played earlier today. Exeter against Conrad Weiser. There was no lights at those fields, so that was a 5 o'clock start. So Exeter 11, Conrad Weiser 0. Nick Klee pitched a complete game, 4 hits, 9 strikeouts. Jake Fry went 2 for 5 with a home run and 3 RBI. Again, Game 6, Exeter 11, Conrad Weiser 0. Nick Klee, complete game, giving up only 4 hits. He had 9 strikeouts. Jake Fry went 2 for 5 with a home run and 3 RBI.
So the mound visit is separated, and everybody returns to their positions. The coach returns to the dugout. We have Yergi on third, Ranieri on second, and Wagner on first. Pat Maloney, left-handed batting at the plate. Adamatsu back to the windup. He steps back, and the first pitch to Maloney will be up and in. So that's the 4th straight ball here, 5th straight ball for Adamatsu here. So 1 ball, no strike.
As there are our 2 outs, first, second, and short are playing back. Third's playing even with the bag just in case of a squeeze play. I doubt seriously that you'll see that, but he's guarding for it.
The next pitch looked a little close, but it'll be called a strike there on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike to Maloney.
Well, in reference to the umpire, he has called the inside pitch. That looked a little low from here, but he has been calling the inside pitch to the right-hand batter.
So Adamatsu from the windup will look in and get a signs. The 1-1 pitch on its way. That'll be right down the gut there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You can't fault Maloney for looking at a couple here after couple walks this inning. And
No, we certainly can't. It'll be interesting to see this left-hand pitcher against a left-hand batter and see what his curveball does, whether it starts it at the batter and breaks across the plate.
So the 1-2 pitch to Maloney. They'll just throw that up and away as a waste. We'll go 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs.
Third baseman now retreats back behind the bag with 2 strikes.
Adamats looks in. He steps back, pivots that foot, kicks up, and the pitch. That'll be that looping curveball. They'll call a strike 3, and Maloney will go down looking. So we'll be right back with the top of the 3rd inning. Back here, top of the 3rd inning. First pitch to Nick Kaczynski. He'll just foul off. It's an early strike to Nick Kaczynski, the right fielder today. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Another scoring update. Norchester playing Daniel Boone. In the other game this evening, Norchester's ahead 1-0 in the bottom of the 2nd.
The 0-1 pitch to Kaczynski. He'll foul that one right off. Got a piece of somebody. No balls, 2 strike. Quickly here's Bauer looks to end this one. Keep moving at the fast pace that he has. And get the Bears back up to the plate. The 0-2 pitch. Bauer will just gun that one right in as Kaczynski's able to foul that one off and hang on to the 0-2. Bauer from the windup, he'll look in. The 0-2 once more. That'll be a curveball. Gets Kaczynski to swing right through it. Another strikeout for Bauer as we have our first out and bringing the 3rd baseman, Matt DeMarco, to the plate. It's the 3rd strikeout for Bauer.
Andrew Bauer certainly having his off-speed pitch working as well, matching Joe Adamats from Shillington.
Pitch to DeMarco. He'll foul right off his ankle. So we'll go no balls, 1 strike. Again, we do apologize. The sun coming just in. It'll be just behind the trees in a little bit here. We'll get the camera back to being clear again. Matt DeMarco taking some time to walk that one off as he fouled it right off the top of his foot. Seems to be all right. And the 0-1 pitch. He'll just stick his bat out there. Ranieri will field it pretty cleanly, shuffle on to Yergi, and we'll get the 2nd out. So another very quick out for the Bears.
DeMarco didn't seem to be running full speed down there. He's favoring that left ankle a little bit. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that as the game progresses.
Get the shortstop, Tristan Cockle, to the plate. Pitch to him. He'll foul that one back, so an early strike. No balls, 1 strike to Cockle.
So Andrew's off-speed pitch is kind of fooling Shillington a little bit, and that's what all of those Ball's beat into the ground and into their feet. It's coming from.
Nice pitch. Gets Cockle swinging right through it. No balls, 2 strikes. Bauer from the windup. The 0-2 pitch to Cockle. He'll foul that one over the first base bleachers, and he'll hang on to the 0-2.
Good job, Cockle, protecting there. I believe that ball was up and away, but he wasn't going to take any chances.
The 0-2 pitch, that'll be a breaking pitch. Cockle able just to dribble it down the line and hang on to it. Good curveball there by Bauer.
Good tough fight here by Tristan Cockle, the shortstop.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 3rd inning. Bears moving very quickly yet again. The pitch. Cockle wanted that one, but just on the outside corner. It's a ball, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a good little waste there for Bauer. Good place to miss. The 1-2 pitch now gets Cockle
Nice
swing
pitch.
right through it. Another K for Bauer in the books. The Bears moving very quickly on defense. Look to add some runs on the board here as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. We'll be right back. Back bottom of the 3rd inning. We'll be at the top of the order. Quinn Mason lead the Bears off. Mason looking to apply some base runners here for the Bears.
Quinn flew out to right field his last at bat.
The pitch from Adamotz. It'll be up to Mason, so 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch to Mason. He'll catch that inside corner that he's been trying to locate. We'll go 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs, nobody on base. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Pitch, and we'll see a little bit of a bunt here from Mason. He'll pull back, but it's a strike nonetheless. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Mason.
The looping curveball was right over the plate. Certainly not a ball to bunt at.
So the 1-2 to Mason, it'll be that looping curveball he can't control enough, so it'll be on the outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Mason.
Bears are going to have to protect the inside to the right-hand batter and that big old looping curveball.
The 2-2 pitch to Mason. That'll be that curveball. He'll send it over to 3rd, but they'll touch it foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Quinn Mason. Joseph Adamotz keeping himself together and showing some composure on the mound. Mason regroups himself as well and steps in the box. Adamotz will take a peek in at his catcher. He'll grab his sign in and location, rock back, and the pitch. Mason will send the 1 foul down off the right side fence.
Adamotz comes back with a fastball there. Bears obviously
Two balls, two strikes, no outs. The pitch to Mason is on the inside, so we'll go 3-2 as a nice block there again by Delvecchio.
Seems like he's caught Adamant several times. He knows where the ball's going and doing a real nice job of blocking, keeping in front.
The 3-2 pitch to Mason. He'll send that one over to third, but just left of the bag, so he'll hang on to the full count.
Several batters having real good at-bats against Adamant, making him throw a lot of pitches, spoiling some pitches, and certainly, I believe, a good sign for the Bears.
As Mason hops back in, Adamant will rock back, and the pitch. He'll foul that one over the right side this time, so Mason really hanging on here, putting up a really good fight. Adamant rocks back, and the 3-2. Mason fouls that one back again, so he hangs on here to the full count. Seeing lots of pitches this at-bat, making Adamant really work for the first out of this inning.
Good job, Quinn Mason, spoiling yet another pitch. Again, one of these Bear batters that are really making Adamant throw a lot of pitches here and work hard.
Mason now gets ready to go. Adamant looks in. We'll have the 3-2 one more time. He kicks up, and the pitch. It'll be that looping curveball. Will not catch enough of the plate. Tough one to take for Mason, but he'll walk his way down first base.
I'm not sure I could have held up on that, but Quinn obviously did, and did a real nice job. Trots on down to first base.
And we'll get our DH, Tyler Kreitz, to the plate. He'll look down and get some signs from Coach Moats, and he'll be squaring to bunt here. Third base comes in, and Kreitz will ask for time as Moats
right.
called him down right away.
Tyler showed bunt early. I'm not sure that's what Coach Moats was thinking. I think he was looking for him to do a delay, bunt, show late, and push the ball down first to advance that runner over. So they're going to get that straightened out right here. Tyler will get his marching orders and come on back to the plate. Last time up, Tyler was hit by a pitch and then caught stealing on a gamble steal.
So Kreitz will step in now. Third base just in front of the bag. Mason takes his lead. Kicks up, he'll show late, and that'll be a strike on the inside corner. Snowball's one strike to Kreitz. Mason on first, no outs. As Kreitz will look down to get his signs from Coach Moats once again. Kicks up, and they'll throw back over to first. Mason back in, standing. No balls, one strike to Kreitz. Mason takes his lead off first. Third base now coming in to the top of the grass. The pitch. Kreitz will not show anything. They'll throw over to first, but Mason able to get back in. So the pitch was called a ball, one strike to Kreitz. No outs. Quinn Mason on first. Joseph Adamant's on the hill for Shillington. Adamant comes set. The big left-hander will pause for a second, and he'll throw to first again. Mason back in, standing.
No, it looks like the Bears runners are able to read at least some of his moves. Over to first. They're getting back easily.
Adamant will look in again. Come set. He'll kick up in the 1-1. That'll hit Kreitz again. That's the second time Kreitz has gotten hit. So he'll take his way down to first, and we'll have first and second here for Corey Melcher. Not a whole lot Kreitz could do there, as that one was coming inside. He just took it right off the thigh and walked it down. And now we'll see Corey Melcher square around the bunt.
Good job by Tyler Kreitz hanging in there, not giving any real estate up, taking that pitch for the team. Corey Melcher will sacrifice himself down to third, get this ball on the ground.
And they'll turn over to second, but nobody there, so Mason will have to kind of scramble a little bit Infield not really doing a lot of movement here on the bunt. First base is at the top of the grass. Third base is at the top of the grass, but not on an angle, and now he turns more of an angle. The pitch, third base comes charging in, and that'll be foul. So a little motion from Coach Moats there, suggesting Melcher takes that one down first, or just takes a look at the rotations here.
He wants him to look at the rotation and then make the decision as to where he's going to go. He needs to set the bat angle and catch the ball. Now, see, first baseman comes crashing at this point. He wants him to read the rotation. This may be a Foxy situation.
As third base comes in as well, so he'll pull back.
Well, the idea here is they're trying to sucker the runner forward, and then second base would go over and cover on a pickoff. But
so Melcher will square. First base comes running on up. Third base walks his way in, and shortstop will move to third. Second base is kind of hanging by the bag.
a little too much for my liking if they're going to try and get an out.
And he will Foxy, and he'll pop it up. And we'll see. They'll run out of room, so we'll get a strike. Not a bad idea by Melcher there with everybody in very close to him, but we'll go no balls, 2 strikes.
Not a bad idea, but he needed to get that ball on the ground. Pop-up was not going to help this situation here.
So now the corners will retreat back behind the bags. First and second, no outs, no balls, 2 strikes to Corey Melcher. Adamotz takes a long look in, and now he comes set again. He'll take a peek back at second and deliver home. That one will be in the dirt to Melcher, so we'll have our first ball. As a nice block there by Delvecchio, keeps the runners from advancing.
Little left knee buckle there from Corey. Not sure where that pitch was going to be, but he hung in there.
Ryan Weller waits on deck.
Lots of room in right center field gap there. Corey could shoot the ball over there. We'd run for a long time.
The 1-2 pitch to Melcher. It'll be that breaking ball again, and it'll be a ball in the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Melcher. Kreitz takes his lead. Mason takes his lead. The pitch. He'll send that one over to third. Third fields it off to the side. He'll step on third for 1 out. Throw on to first for the second out. It'll be a double play there for Shillington as they get 2 quick ones.
Yeah, that's not going to make Coach Moats real pleased. They do spend a lot of time in practice in that exact situation. If I've got a guy on first and second, less than 2 outs, hitting the ball to the right side, to try and stay out of that exact play there. But
So
not much we can do at this point with 2 outs.
And we'll get another visit here from the Shillington coach. We have Kreitz on second, Ryan Weller coming to the plate. And we'll be right back.
So Adamotz has a little chat with his coach. He is at 58 pitches at this point in the bottom of the third. Coach sharing some words of wisdom here.
So Ryan Weller at the plate, the right fielder for today. Kreitz will take his lead off second. Adamotz will look in for his signs. Comes set, kicks in, delivers. That'll be an early strike to Weller. No balls, 1 strike here to Weller, 2 outs. Bottom of the third inning. Adamotz comes set. And the 0-1 pitch. It'll be that curveball. They'll call it a strike. Looks like it comes in high, but apparently crossing the plate at the belt. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Weller.
I suspect he may just see that pitch again right here. Either that or a fastball off of the plate.
And if Weller waits on that, he can put that one to the fence. We'll have to see the pitch. It'll be a fastball, and he'll send that one out left center
He
field,
got a hold
going
of that.
back. And that one's gone. Home run for Ryan Weller as Adamots gave him a fastball right down the middle.
Got a little too much of the plate with that one. I'm sure that pitch was supposed to be away. Got a little bit too much of the plate. The big, strong right fielder, Ryan Weller, sends that over towards the scoreboard, brings the Bears ahead 2-0 on only 2 hits so far here in the bottom of the third. Well done, Ryan Weller.
Sends that right over the Tri-County Toyota sign right in front of the scoreboard. That's a shot right over the 350 sign. Just a little bit inside, he pulled that one right where he wanted it.
We don't see a lot of out-of-the-park home runs with wood bat, particularly here in Bear Stadium.
See, MJ Weller goes out and grabs the ball, holds on to that one for Ryan.
Absolutely, Dad got a souvenir, and that's well-deserved. That should go home to the trophy case.
First pitch to Cooley is a strike, so no balls, 1 strike. Next pitch to Cooley is a curveball that gets him to swing right through it. So no balls, 2 strikes to Cooley, 2 outs. Bottom of the third inning, Bears on top, 2-0. The 0-2 pitch to Cooley. It'll be that curveball again, but it's kind of loopy, so it stays on the outside.
Cooley's last at bat was a strike 3 called looking. I'm fairly certain he's going to try and protect against that this at bat.
The 1-2 pitch to Cooley now. He'll send that one right back to Adamots. He'll walk his way over to first and get the 3rd out. So the Bears will score 2 runs here as we go to top of the 4th inning. We'll be right back. So it seems like forever since Zachary Wyrick last was at bat, but here he is to lead us off in the 4th inning. First pitch to him will be a strike on the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike, no outs, nobody on base. Top of the 4th inning to Zach Wyrick. Andrew Bauer throws his 34th pitch. Next one's outside for a ball, 1 strike to Wyrick. Bauer was able to strike Wyrick out in his last at-bat. Next pitch is low, so 2 balls, 1 strike to Wyrick.
We have a score update from Owen J. Roberts High School. At the end of 3 complete, Norchester 4, Daniel Boone 0.
The 2-1 pitch to Wyrick will be just too far outside, so 3 balls, 1 strike to Wyrick. Bauer will kick up in the 3-1. We'll send that one over to shallow right. We'll see if they try it. Weller will just field it off his chest and throw it in. So the first hit there for the Red Sox. And it is a good one right up the right side.
Absolutely, he didn't get cheated. Nice hard hit to the right side. It'll bring Justin Delvecchio, the catcher. Last at bat, Justin grounded out to the third baseman.
Andrew Bauer asks for time here. He'll throw the ball in, and Cooley will send that one to the dugout as seems to be something wrong with it. It's not to Bauer's liking. So he'll get a new baseball here. Melcher's just behind the grass over at third. He's ready to come in if needed. And a first pitch, Delvecchio, is a strike. It's the first time we're seeing Bauer from the stretch.
Having given up his first hit to Wyrick, the last at bat.
So the 0-1 pitch, that'll be fouled right into the stands behind first base. So I have no balls, 2 strikes here to Delvecchio.
That ball's going to have a big gash in it also. It hit part of the metal railing at the top.
So Bauer comes set, and he'll just step off. Make sure Wyrick's not going anywhere, trying anything here with 2 strikes.
Good idea there, Andrew Bauer, keeping him close, keeping him honest.
The 0-2 pitch again, he'll send over to those first base bleachers, so he'll hang on to the 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes here, no outs, top of the 4th inning. Wyrick on first, Delvecchio at the plate. Bauer will look in to get his signs from Cooley. Take a peek at Wyrick and come set. The pitch, he'll get Delvecchio to swing right through that one, so we'll have a called strike 3 again. That's another strikeout on the swing for Bauer, so we'll have 1 out. And we'll get Philip Henry to the plate.
So, Henry's last at bat was a ground ball over to shortstop. I'm sure Andrew's hoping he can coax another one over there for a 6-4-3 double play.
The pitch, Wyrick does go, and it's over to Melcher. Melcher will not have time to get the out at second. He'll throw on to first and secure 1. So it'll be our second out as they're able to get Henry at first, but Wyrick able to scooch his way on over to second. So we'll have a runner on second with 2 outs for number 21, the DH, Austin Baker. Austin Baker struck out in his last at-bat.
Wyrick did a real good job. He had a nice jump, staying out of the double play. That was a tailor-made double play ball had he not had that jump.
First pitch to Baker. Be fouled down the third base line. There's no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on second to Baker.
Corey Melchior over there at third did a nice job. Took a look at second, realized he couldn't do it. Fired across the diamond for the sure out.
No balls, 1 strike to Baker. Bauer will come set, and he'll just step off. So maybe Ranieri saw something there. He was in and out. Bauer wasn't confident enough in the throw. Pitch, and that one will go right back into the parking lot here at Bear Stadium. No balls, 2 strikes, as the umpire will get some more baseballs from the Bears bench. No balls, 2 strikes to Austin Baker. 2 outs, top of the 4th inning. Runner on second. Bauer looking to end this one. This is our longest inning we've played thus far for the Bears. The 0-2 pitch. Cooley doing a nice block there as he read that one the whole way across the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
JT did a real nice job keeping that ball in front, making sure that the runner Wyrick remains on second.
Wyrick takes a very nice lead now. Bauer will kick up, turn to throw, but no one's there. As they just kind of looking back again. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Austin Baker. Bauer will come set, and the pitch. He'll get Baker to swing right through that one. It's another strikeout for Bauer to end the top of the 4th inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll be right back. Back in the bottom of the fourth inning, Tate Yergy will lead the Bears off. The first pitch to Yergy is that curveball. No balls, 1 strike to Tate Yergy.
That was Adamont's 66th pitch of the night here in the bottom of the fourth.
Adamont will kick up the 0-1. Yergy will pop that one back over the screen. So we'll go no balls, 2 strikes here, no outs.
As a reminder, this is a 9-inning game, as are all American Legion playoff games. 0-2 pitch to Big Tate Yergy.
The 0-2 pitch. Can't control that curveball, as we've seen. I guess it's about 50% of the time it'll get across the plate and be a strike, and the other it's just skirts out in the outside.
When he does get it near the zone, though, it's a very effective pitch.
So the 1-2 pitch to Yergy. He'll sit on that, take that down the left field line, but it'll be just foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. We stay as Yergy got a lot of that pitch, but too far out in front as he needs just to wait just another second. Tate Yergy ready to go here. Adamontz will kick up the 1-2 again, and he'll just chase and swing right through that one as they baited him up and away. We'll have our first out, and we'll get the shortstop Mike Ranieri to the plate.
Ranieri walked his last time up. Sure, Coach Moats is looking for him to get on base again, get this inning started for the Bears. I'm confident that he doesn't want to sit here with just 2 runs. He wants to put several more on the board.
First pitch to Ranieri. He'll flash a button, pull back, and he'll put his head up to the sky as he maybe wishes that he would have gone through with that, but no ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the fourth inning nonetheless. The pitch. That one will be outside to Ranieri. Those are tough ones to take here as we've been getting those calls on the curveballs outside, but 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out to Ranieri. Adamontz kicks up the pitch. Ranieri will foul that one down the right side. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pretty nice crowd here tonight at Bears Stadium. Playoffs, we tend to bring a lot more fans out. Traveling fans do tend to come to playoff games, so we're happy to have the folks from Shillington with us tonight.
The 1-2 pitch, and it'll be in the dirt. Ranieri doing a nice job watching that one go by, but we had another good block by Del Vecchio. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ranieri.
I really am impressed with Del Vecchio back there tonight. There's been a lot of pitches in the dirt, a lot of pitches off of the plate, and he's been rock solid back there tonight for Red Sox.
The 2-2, Ranieri will go upstairs to chase that one. Busting down the line, he was safe at first. Ranieri able to beat out the throw from the shortstop. Tristan Kochel took a little bit too long to field that one up. And Ranieri running hard the whole way down, able to get there. So we have a runner on first with 1 out for Christian Ragnar. They'll score it a hit. So he was busting hard the whole way. Yep, we'll get confirmation. Scored a hit. This is a hard hit ball. The pitch will be up to Wagner.
Yeah, that was definitely a hit from Michael. I mean, that was all his speed. I mean, he just beat the play down the first base line.
1 ball, no strike. The pitch. Wagner will watch that one go by for his first strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Christian Wagner. 1 out. Mike Ranieri on first base. Adamontz comes set. He'll throw over at Ranieri, but Ranieri back in with a small dive. One ball, 1 strike. We stay. So Adamontz comes set. And the pitch. Ranieri with a nice jump. The pitch inside. Ranieri will be in without a throw. This will put a runner on second. 2 balls, 1 strike to Wagner. This is a good position for the Bears.
Del Vecchio did a good job. That pitch was way inside, kept it in front, and actually limited the damage and held Michael to only 1 stolen base.
Adamots comes set. Nobody holding Ranieri on there at second. The pitch. That'll be a called strike on the inside corner, 2-2. Those are tough ones to take as they have been getting called the entire night.
At this time, though, I mean, the Bears have been through once. This is the second time through. They should start, hopefully they're talking in the dugout. They should understand what the pitch selection is for this young pitcher.
The pitch. That'll be a curveball. Doesn't get enough of the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Wagner.
I mean, he pretty much throws fastball in, and then he has that big old looping curveball that he lands in the zone about 50-60% of the time. That's got to be sitting fastball and adjusting.
Adamots comes set. Nobody holding Ranieri on. The pitch. Wagner will foul that off of somebody. They've gotten a piece of the catcher, and the umpire will take his time here getting the ball back. We'll let the catcher rest for just a second. 3 balls, 2 strikes, we stay with 1 out and Mike Ranieri on second base. Pat Maloney waits on deck.
Yeah, the catcher, Del Vecchio, just kind of giving an opportunity here. Field ump talking to the pitcher, going to look at the ball. And home plate umpire just kind of wandering around. They're going to play catch, make sure his throwing arm is okay. Christian Wagner taking some warm-up swings. All the normal courtesy things we do when a catcher or an umpire takes a pitched ball or a tipped ball. It's not fun back there when you get hurt.
The umpire will just brush the plate off here, and we'll get ready to go. The umpire's still talking to the catcher a little bit.
Del Vecchio gave him a nice head shake saying, yes, sir, I'm ready to go. So we're back here, full count, 1 out for Wagner.
Ranieri takes his lead off second. Adamots will look in from the stretch to get a sign. Second base walks in just a little bit. And the 3-2 pitch. That'll be up, so Wagner will take first base, and we'll get Pat Maloney to the plate. So we'll have first and second for Maloney here, 1 out.
Pat Maloney seems to be up with runners on base tonight. This is his second time up with runners on base. Last time up, Pat had a strikeout swinging, so I was looking for a little better luck this time.
So fresh count for Maloney. 1 out. Runners on first and second. Ranieri gets a huge lead and is able to read it. They'll throw to third. He's safe. He gets under the tag and able to scramble back.
That was that was a pure hustle play. Pitcher did spin. Had to find him, found him in between second and third, made the throw. Tag missed him as the throw was in front of the bag. Michael slid past the bag and able to swim back. And
so Ranieri taking a nice lead there, kept going, and finally the shortstop called for the pitcher to step off, and by the time he stepped off and made a move, it was too late as Ranieri was able to get in under the tag and then scrambled back to reclaim the base. So we'll have first and third here, 1 out. Pat Maloney has not seen a pitch yet. The first pitch to him, it will be outside. 1 ball, no strikes to Maloney. Runners on the corners.
Coach Rick Moats down the third base box, flashing the signs to both Maloney and Christian Wagner at first. See what's doing here with first and third.
The 1-0 pitch. He is going, and the ball will go right through the gap that Maloney made. Maloney will get the single for that, and Wagner will coast into third, so we'll get another run scores as Ranieri crossed. The good old-fashioned hit and run there as the hole opened up on the steal, and he put it right through.
Real nice job by Pat Maloney, redeeming himself from the last inning, getting the RBI, punching the ball through the right side, and moving the runner to third. Back again, first and third with only 1 out. So for our leadoff batter, number 23, Quinn Mason.
So Quinn Mason at the plate. Pat Maloney on first, Wagner on third. The first pitch. That'll bounce in, but Mason protecting his runner there on the steal nonetheless. A little look of confusion from Rick Moats down at third, but we'll have 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike, runners on second and third.
Yeah, that was actually a delayed steal, so ordinarily on a delayed steal you're not going to protect the runner, but it worked out okay. We have 1 strike.
No balls, 1 strike, 1 out, runners on second and third for Quinn Mason.
Shillington infield pushed in.
Next pitch will be in the dirt, but another block by Del Vecchio as he's been taking quite the beating today. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. I can't say enough good things about his defense here tonight, that's for sure. And the Shellington Red Sox again, up on the grass.
So Wagner starts his walking lead down the line. The pitch, that'll be a strike right in that same spot on the corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Mason now.
Mason,
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out.
Quinn Mason walked us last time up, flew out to right his first at bat.
The 1-2. It'll be a curveball. Mason sits on it, sends it right up the middle. Wagner's coming around to score. Maloney busting all the way in. He'll score, and Mason's going to try for second, and he'll be thrown out trying for second, as he thought maybe the throw would go through the cut. But the Bears score 2 runs nonetheless, as Mason's thrown out trying to stretch that RBI single into a double.
Not a bad idea. Aggressive base running. He gets the 2 RBI on that one. Right up the middle, center, right back through the pitcher's box, and trying to take that extra base on the throw. The bases are cleared. We have 2 outs for Tyler Kreitz, DHing for us tonight.
So the umpire will put us in play here. We have the first pitch to Kreitz will be outside.
Tyler Kreitz hit by a pitch both at bats tonight.
The next pitch to Kreitz be in the dirt. So 2 balls, no strikes here with 2 outs. Kreitz steps back in the box. And the 2-0. It'll be in the dirt. So 3 balls, no strikes here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. There we go, 3-0 pitch. It'll be up to Kreitz. So Kreitz on base for his 3rd consecutive at-bat today. We'll get Corey Melcher to the plate, and the coach will come out now, and he'll point to the bullpen. So we'll have the changes for you as soon as we get them. We will be right back. Back here, bottom of the 4th inning, as there was no pitching change, just a quick mound visit by the coach. So we'll have Kreitz on first. Corey Melcher at the plate, 2 outs. First pitch to Melcher will be up. So we'll have 1 ball, no strikes to Melcher.
There were a few Red Sox players down in the bullpen who just happened to be walking down at the very same time. It sure did look like a pitching change, but I guess they're ready, just in case Adamants gets in any trouble here.
So Kreitz takes his lead off first. We'll see what Adamants tries to keep him close. He'll hold for a long time and throw home. Be a first strike to Melcher. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Melcher. 2 outs. Tyler Kreitz on first. Adamants reaching quite a few pitches here in the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, that was his 94th pitch.
They'll throw over to Kreitz, but back in with plenty of time. So we stay 1-1 to Corey Melcher. Adamants will take a long look in and now pause and kicks up and delivers home. The pitch is outside, so 2 balls, 1 strike to Melcher. It's Kreitz getting a nice size lead, and on first movement, taking a step back. Adamants comes set, kicks up, and delivers home. And that'll be too far inside Melcher, so 3 balls, 1 strike. Three balls, one strike, two outs. Tyler Kreitz on first. Corey Melcher at the plate. Ryan Weller waits on deck. Adamats kicks up with the pitch home. Melcher will send that one right into shallow left field. Move the runner over for a hit. So Ryan Weller comes to the plate, and now the coach will come out and bring a pitcher with him.
So that was 97 total pitches for Adamats. Big left-hander is going to be done for tonight here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th, having given up 6 hits, 5 runs. And we'll be back. We'll give you the changes in just a moment.
These updates for the defensive changes for the Red Sox. Austin Baker, the DH, will come into pitch. They will lose the DH spot. Joseph Adamats, they're 96 pitches, 6 hits, 5 runs, all earned, and 5 walks. So we'll get Ryan Weller to the plate here with a runner on first, runner on second. Weller with that big 2-run home run in his last at-bat. See if he can move the runners around here for the Bears. So Ryan Weller steps in for the Bears. We have Melcher on first. Kreitz on second. 2 outs. Baker comes set. Takes a look around. And he'll kick home. He'll start Weller off with a curveball that he'll pop up to the shortstop. Shortstop will settle under it, make the squeeze for the 3rd out. So the first pitch Weller sees from the new pitcher is a curveball. Pop it up to the shortstop. And we'll end the 4th inning. We'll go to the top of the 5th. We'll be right back. Top of the 5th inning. Noah Weber will lead us off for Shillington. Bauer still going strong for the Bears.
That was Andrew's 48th pitch. Now the 49th pitch. It's a fly ball out to left field. Settled in under for the first out.
Maloney doing a nice job of drifting back there and making the squeeze for the first out. That'll give us Jacob Ruas, the left fielder for the Red Sox, to the plate. It's Bauer showing that he's working quickly still. First pitch to Ruas. He'll be in for a strike. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out to Ruas. Nobody on base. The pitch. Ruas will foul that one back at the screen. No balls, 2 strikes we have.
Nice off-speed pitch by Andrew Bauer. Ruas just trying to protect. He was a little confused there.
Bauer from the windup. Looking to get a signs from Cooley. The 0-2 pitch to Ruas will send that one just past Melcher. Ranieri right off the backhand.
Yeah,
He'll score that a hit.
That's a base hit the whole way. Sure was. Just a little C&I single over there to the left side.
Yep, just past the glove of Melcher and right off the backhand of Ranieri. So 1 out. We have 1 out, runner on first, and Nick Kaczynski to the plate. Bauer's first pitch to him. He sends over to Yergi. Yergi will field it, tag first for the second out, but the runner will advance to second.
Yeah, Tate did a little spin move there, took a look at second, but there was no way he was going to get him. Ball was hit too softly. Took it himself, secured the second out.
Look at the third baseman, Matt DeMarco, up to bat. He'll start with a fresh count. 2 outs, runner on second. Top of the 5th inning, Bauer still working very quickly and only allowing 2 hits. The pitch. That one will be slow roller. Melcher cuts across, takes a hop, and on to Yergi for the third out.
Real nice play there by Corey Melcher. Little slow roller. He had the angle on it. Cleaned that ball up with a nice sharp throw over to first. At the end of 4 1/2, the Bears 5, Shillington 0, and we'll be back.
Back bottom of the 5th inning, JT Cooley will lead us off. Austin Baker on the mound for the Red Sox. He rocks back, and the first pitch to Cooley. It'll be into dirt. Looks like that one Delvecchio thought was going to bounce, but right through his legs it went. 1 ball, no strikes here to Cooley. One ball, no strikes. No outs. The next pitch to Cooley. He'll beat above his head, but he'll swing at it nonetheless. 1 ball, 1 strike to Cooley.
So far tonight, JT has had a strikeout looking his first at bat and a comebacker to the mound for his second at bat.
1-1 to Cooley. It'll be that curveball, but doesn't break. This is now a new curveball we're seeing from Baker. It's a little different than the curveball from Adamants. 2-1 pitch to Cooley. Be a fastball. Cooley will send that one out to left. He'll drift and make the catch. So 1 out for the Bears. As Cooley is retired, we'll get Tate Yergi up to bat.
First baseman number 16, J.T. Cooley.
Tate Yergi. J.T. Cooley. Yes. First pitch to Yergi. Be a curveball up. One ball, no strikes. Here to Yergi, the 1-0. Yergi will foul that one off the mask of Del Vecchio, and he'll be a little slow to get up, and we'll do our thing where we take a lot of time again.
Yeah, Del Vecchio took that one right off the mask again. He's got the mask off, taking a little walk. It's a hot night. He's been working really hard back there, so they're going to give him an opportunity to clear the cobwebs out of his head and shake things off. Likely asking him what his name is and if he knows where he is right now. Hopefully he does. And we look to be good to go.
One ball, one strike, 1 out here. Nobody on base. Bottom of the 5th inning. The pitch to Yergi. He'll send that one over to shallow right, and it'll drop in fair. So Yergi will have himself another hit. We'll get Mike Ranieri to the plate. Another hit there for Yergi. He's having a pretty successul night at the plate.
Tate Yergi 2 for 3 tonight with a strikeout. Michael Ranieri with a walk and a single. So
Ranieri with a
keep things going here for the Bears in the bottom of the 5th.
Ranieri with a handful of stolen bases for the Bears tonight as well, so it'd be nice to have him on the base path. The pitch to Ranieri will be up, so he'll watch that one go by. 1 ball, no strikes, as the third baseman is right at the cutout of the grass, because Ranieri does like to bunt from time to time and use that speed.
For sure, Michael's always a threat to bunt. He can lay one down at any time.
The 1-0, that'll fall in for a strike. So we'll have 1-1 here to Ranieri. He also showed his speed of beating that ground ball to the shortstop out previously. So Baker will come set. He'll kick up, and he's going to throw back to first. But Yergi with just a little bit of a dive back in without a problem. Baker comes set. Kicks his leg up in the pitch. It'll be another strike to Mike Ranieri. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ranieri 1 out. Tate Yergi on first. And Christian Wagner waits on deck. Ranieri hops back in the box. Baker comes set. He'll pause. He'll take a look over at first. Kick up, and the pitch comes home. Ranieri able just to foul that one off, as that was going to be on the outside corner. One ball, 2 strikes to Ranieri. 1 out. The pitch, that'll be inside. A good job holding by Ranieri. Yergi didn't get a good enough read on it to take over. So 2 balls, 2 strikes we have. Baker takes a look in. Yergi takes his lead. He kicks up, delivers home, the 2-2. Be over the head of Ranieri, so a good hold there. We'll go full with 1 out.
Michael has had some real good at-bats tonight, making these Shillington pitchers throw a fair amount of pitches. See if he can buckle down here with a full count.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch, that'll be away, so we'll put Ranieri on bases again for Christian Wagner. Runners on first and second. Christian Wagner comes to the plate. Wagner has 2 walks tonight. and Pat Maloney waits on deck. Baker will look in. He'll come set. Take a peek back at second. A long look back at second. And kicks up in the first pitch to Wagner. Will be a strike. No balls, 1 strike to Wagner. 1 out. Bottom of the 5th inning. Bears on top of Shillington 5-0. Remember, this is a 9-inning game, so good portion of the game still left to go. And somebody will ask for time here as Baker held on for quite a while. But we'll all regroup and step back on the rubber. He'll look in, get his signs from Delvecchio. He'll take a peek back over at second, kick up. Wagner will show a little bit of a bunt, but pull back on the ball. Yergi's going to go to third. He slides into third safely. Ranieri unable to make the read on that, so he stays at first.
Well, he had to wait for Tate to make a decision on what Tate was going to do. Michael certainly is a little faster than Tate is, so he actually had to hold.
So we'll put runners on the corners. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out for Wagner. We'll see if we can get Ranieri over to second. Baker kicks up and delivers home. Ranieri will go, and that ball will go right through the gap again. A hit and run for the Bears. Yergi's going to come on to score. Wagner's going to hold up at first, and Ranieri will stop at third. So a good job by the Bears to get that runner moving, putting the ball through the hole. Yet again, we'll add another run.
And Michael Ranieri breaking, going the hard the whole way, first to third, no problem at all. Coaxing that second baseman over towards the bag, was able to put a little line drive over there to the right side. Nice, real nice at bat. It'll bring up Pat Maloney, who was had an RBI single last time he was up. 2 RBI single, actually, last time he was up.
Runners on the corner, 1 out. Pat Maloney at the plate. Baker will kick up, and the pitch. That'll be a little low, so we'll start Maloney off with the ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Maloney steps back in. Baker comes set. Baker will pause, kick up, and the pitch. Maloney will pop that one up. Second baseman takes a couple steps back, and he'll squeeze it. So not deep enough to score. Ranieri forces both the runners back to their base, and we'll have 2 outs. Back to the top of the lineup we go as Quinn Mason comes to bat. So we'll have 2 outs, runners on the corners for Quinn Mason.
First and third with 2 outs. It'll be interesting to see if Coach Moats puts a play on here. Perhaps a gamble delayed steal.
He will not go, and catcher will just do a little pump fake. That pitch was a ball, so 1 ball, no strikes to Mason. He'll step back in. Baker will come set. He'll throw back over to Wagner. Put back in with a slight dive.
Quinn Mason with a fly to right field, a walk and a single on the night. 1 for 2.
The 1-0 pitch. He'll send that one over to right center field. That'll be on the ground. 1 run's going to score. Wagner going all the way to third. He'll be in there. So we'll have another RBI here for Mason, and he moves the runner over to third. So the Bears really working hard with 2 outs here. Brings the DH, Tyler Kreitz, to the plate.
Tyler Kreitz, 3 plate appearances tonight. No official at-bats as he's been hit by a pitch twice and walked once. So I'm certain he's looking to put the bat on the ball here, do a little damage, a little more damage.
Great seeing lots of balls tonight. First pitch to him will be a ball. The pitch he was hit on would have been ball 4 anyway. So lots of balls here for Kreitz tonight. So we'll start him off with 1. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Runners on the corner for Kreitz. And the next pitch, he'll send that one over to the third baseman. Third baseman will field it on a hop, throw on to first, and that'll end the inning. So the Bears are able to add 2 more, as now they're on top 7-0 over the Red Sox. We'll go to the top of the 6th inning. We'll be right back. Back here, top of the sixth inning, is Tyler Kreitz will move from the DH spot over to second base in place of Quinn Mason. So we'll see what the Bears have in mind here. Bauer's still going strong. Set to throw his 55th pitch to number 2, Tristan Kochel. And he'll flash a bunt, but that'll be just foul. So no balls, 1 strike here, no outs. Top of the 6th inning. Tristan Kochel at the plate. Bauer will kick up, and the 0-1 pitch. He'll be fouled over to the dugout of Shillington. So no balls, 2 strikes here. Bauer looking to add another strikeout to the list of them tonight.
We have another update here from Norchester. Norchester leading 4-1 after 7 complete over Daniel Boone. 4-1 after 7 complete, Norchester over Daniel Boone.
0-2 pitch here to Kochel. He'll just check swing and foul that off. So he hangs on to the 0-2. Bauer shaking his arm a little bit there. Not sure what that was. But Bauer will look in from the windup again. The 0-2 pitch. He'll gun that one right past Kochel.
Second strikeout for Kochel.
7 strikeout on the night for Bauer.
Now batting for Shillington, the leadoff hitter, number 5, center fielder Zach Wyrick.
Bring Zach Wyrick to the plate. First pitch to Wyrick. Catch that outside corner. No balls, 1 strike to Wyrick. 1 out. Top of the 6th inning. Bears on top 7-0 over the Shillington Red Sox. Bauer kicks up. The 0-1 pitch. It'll be a curveball. It doesn't quite curve. So we'll get our first ball. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Wyrick. The 1-1. That'll be another broken bat over to Ranieri. Ranieri fields it. He will not make the play. And we'll see how they score that one. So Ranieri coming across. Couldn't get a glove on it. And they will score an error on Ranieri. So put a runner on first here for Justin Delvecchio. 1 out. Wyrick showed that not afraid to take second base. Use that speed. The first pitch to Delvecchio will be up. So 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. That'll be tipped, but Cooley able to hang on to it, so we'll have 1-1. Bauer will pause. The 1-1 to Delvecchio. It'll be a strike. Looked borderline there, but caught enough of the plate a little low on that outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Delvecchio.
Delvecchio on the evening, a ground out and 1 strikeout.
The 1-2. He'll send that one over to third. Melcher won't be able to get it. Ranieri fielded on the backhand, but not have a play. They'll score that a hit there for Delvecchio as he'll move Wyrick to second. He'll take first for himself, and we'll get Philip Henry.
That ball just wasn't hit hard enough for anyone to make a play on, so it was a softly hit single, but a single nonetheless.
So Henry steps in now, looking to possibly put Shillington on the board for the first time here in this one. Only the 3rd hit the Bears have allowed. The pitch. That'll be a first strike to Henry. No balls, 1 strike to Henry, 1 out. Runners on second and first. Melcher just behind the bag over at third. Yerke behind first. Kreitz goes in and out over at second. The pitch. That one will go to Ranieri again. He'll flip on to Kreitz for 1, and Kreitz will hold on to it.
Yeah, wise choice there by Tyler Kreitz. Make sure they got the 1 out at second. Throw was a little high up around his face. Wasn't going to get the the speedy runner going down to first anyway. No sense risking that. So we had 2 outs, runners on the corners.
Number 21 pitcher, Austin Baker.
So the cleanup pitcher, Austin Baker will step in. Runners on the corners. 2 outs. Bauer comes set. He kicks up and a pitch. Be a little outside, so 1 ball, no strikes to Baker. Bauer looking to get a sign from Cooley. Yergi holds the runner on first. Bauer will pause. The 1-0. It'll be up, so we'll have 2-0. The pitch. He'll send that one over. Maloney coming in hard. Ranieri going out, and Ranieri will make the grab for the 3rd out. Bauer at 70 pitches here after the top of the 6th. Bears coming to bat. Look to add just a couple more runs. We'll be right back. Live here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Corey Melcher will lead the Bears off. First pitch to him will be a ball. The next pitch to Melcher will also be a ball. So 2 balls, no strikes to Melcher. As Ryan Weller waits on deck for the Bears. Then Austin Baker still going for the Red Sox. The pitch. That'll finally fall in for a strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Melcher.
Corey had a single last time up. I'm sure he's looking to build on that here. Looking to build on the 7-0 Bears lead as well.
2-1 pitch to Melcher. He'll send that one to right center. Center fielder running very hard. Right fielder coming on a slide. Center fielder Zachary Wyrick able to grab that one for the 1st out. Not a whole lot Corey can do about that one. Weller will come to bat now. Ryan Weller coming off of that 2-run shot. A couple at bats ago.
The center fielder came hard on that one and had to go into a slide, called off the right fielder, and made a nice catch.
First pitch to Weller. Be that curveball up. 1 ball, no strikes. In his last at bat, Weller did swing at that first pitch from Baker and pop that one up. So the 1-0 get away from Del Vecchio. So we'll have 2 balls, no strikes here to Weller, as they are very conscious of where they throw to him and try to work some spots. The 2-0 pitch to Weller. He'll swing right through that one, as that was something off speed but a little up. Looked pretty juicy. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Weller, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning. The 2-1. That'll be that curveball. Weller looks to the skies as he a little upset he didn't swing at that one, but 2 balls, 2 strikes nonetheless. The 2-2 to Weller. That'll be another breaking pitch as that's away. 3 balls, 2 strikes as they're not giving Weller anything to hit. The 3-2 pitch to Ryan Weller will be outside. They'll put him on. Weller will walk his way down to first, and we'll have J.T. Cooley come to the plate.
The catcher, number 9, J.T. Cooley.
So Cooley will stride in here with 1 out. Weller on first. Third base about even with the bag. Baker will kick up, and the pitch comes home. Be a little outside, so I'll have our first ball, 1 ball, no strikes to Cooley. Baker will take a long pause, kick up, and the 1-0. We'll go 2-0 to Cooley. The pitch. Be the first strike to Cooley. 2 balls, 1 strike to Cooley.
That walk to Ryan Weller was the 7th walk issued by Red Sox pitchers tonight.
The 2-1. Cooley will send that one out to left center. Wyrick's going back. He will make that one on the run and force Weller all the way back to first. That was a shot there by Cooley. Got all of that one, but Wyrick able to track that one down on the run and make the catch for the second out, bringing us Tate Yergy to the plate.
First baseman, number 16, Tate Yergy.
Baker comes set. He'll take a look over at Weller, kick up, and deliver home. First pitch will be a strike to Yergy. No balls, 1 strike. Yergy will step back in. Mike Ranieri waits on deck. Weller gets quite a large jump, and he had that base stolen as Yergy just fouls that one off. So he'll get a little bit criticism from coach here, as we'll have him at no balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Weller had that base stolen. Yergy just dribbled that one off his front foot.
Yeah, the batters it's happening right in front of the batter. They're expected to see that and not waste that strike, and certainly not waste that stolen base.
So the 0-2 pitch. Another close one to take, but that'll be a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ryan Weller on first, Tate Yergy at the plate. Austin Baker on the hill for Shillington. The 1-2 pitch. Weller goes again. Yergy sends that one out to shallow left. That'll be a hit. We'll see what they do with Weller. Weller will just stay at second. So we'll have Yergy at first. Weller on second. Bring Mike Ranieri to the plate with 2 outs. Here, bottom of the 6th inning. Bears on top, 7-0.
Yeah, big Tate Yergy just kind of threw his bat at that ball. A little Texas leaguer landed right in front of the left fielder. Certainly good enough for a base hit. Moving Ryan Weller into second. Big chance here for Mike Ranieri with 2 outs.
10th hit for the Bears. And Delvecchio just asked Baker to step off here and get everybody situated and on the same page. Weller will take his lead. Yergy takes his lead. Baker comes set. Ranieri in the box, ready to go. Shortstop goes in and out a little bit. The pitch will be a strike right down the gut. Another first pitch strike by Baker that the Bears are just watching go by. So no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs to Michael Ranieri.
Yeah, at this point, if he's throwing first pitch strike with a 7-run lead, probably not a bad idea to attack it. Get some more runs on the board here.
Weller takes his lead off, and the pitch. Ranieri will send that one right through the coach's box, right by Coach Motes. So we'll go 0-2 here.
Now with 2 strikes, you give the Red Sox pitcher an opportunity to play around with some off-speed pitches and some off-the-plate pitches, and makes it a little bit more difficult for the batter.
The 0-2 pitch to Ranieri will be way outside, but Delvecchio able to grab that one in the other box. So we'll go 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ranieri, 2 outs. Weller on second, Yergi on first. Baker looks in to get his signs from Delvecchio. Come set. He'll take a peek back at second. Shortstop will move in a little bit and back out. The pitch, Weller steals, and Ranieri swings right through it for the 3rd out of the 6th inning. We'll go to the top of the 7th, and we'll be right back. Back here, top of the 7th inning. Noah Weber will lead us off. Bauer still going strong for the Bears. He'll just step off and regroup himself here. And back from the windup, he kicks in the pitch. The ball outside. Get a little bit of a flash of a bunt from Weber there, as Melcher was just behind the bag. He'll take a couple steps in now. The 1-0. He'll send that one out to left. Maloney will drift a little bit. Now coming in, and he'll make the catch for the 1st out.
That was the 72nd pitch for Andrew Bauer, having a real nice night with 7 strikeouts so far and no walks allowed.
The flash of a bunt there by Weber shows that maybe the Red Sox are just trying to get base runners any way they can, as they've unable to get hits on Bauer. They've only tallied 3 tonight. So the pitch from Bauer will get Ruas to swing right through that one. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out, top of the 7th inning.
And we have this final from Owen J. Roberts. Norchester defeats Daniel Boone, a score of 4-1.
Next pitch to Ruas will be a ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bauer kicks up in the pitch. It'll be a little low, so 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch to Ruas. He'll pop that one up. Kreitz will move over. Ranieri moves over. Kreitz will settle under it and make the catch for the 2nd out. So we'll have 2 outs here for Nick Kaczynski. This is not Nick Kaczynski. We'll have a pinch hitter here. Number 7. We'll get that. This is Isaac Ruas coming to the plate, number 7. He was one of the underclassmen All-Stars for the Red Sox. So he'll have a chance to bat here. Right-handed batter, Isaac Ruas, number 7, batting for Nick Kaczynski. 2 outs, top of the 7th inning. Bauer from the windup will take a peek in. Get a signs from Cooley, kick up, and the pitch. Ruas will foul that one straight down. So no balls, 1 strike to Ruas. Maurer. The 0-1 pitch to Ruas. That'll be a curveball. Catches a lot of the plate for a strike there as Ruas watched it go right by. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning.
Big looping one. First time we've seen that, I think, from Andrew tonight. About 3 feet of break on it.
And he'll throw it again as Ruas able just to foul that one down the left side. So he'll stay 0-2.
This game is the last remaining game of the evening. At the end of the game, we'll let you know what's happening with the rest of the playoffs.
Bauer gets Ruas to swing right through that high cheese fastball for out number 3. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th inning. We'll be right back. Back here, bottom of the 7th inning. We'll have a pinch hit here. Gavin Maurer will bat for the Bears. And Jacob Ruas will come in to pitch for the Red Sox. Another left-handed pitcher for Shillington, the 3rd one today. As it also looks like Nick DeChaco will wait on deck for the Bears. So I'll have a couple changes late in this one.
Good idea, Coach Moats. Get some of the bench players in this game. We're going to need all hands on deck as the playoffs go through. It was a nice, comfortable lead. We might as well get some at-bats for these guys.
First pitch to Bauer's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes here to Bauer as we start the bottom of the 6th inning. It's Ruas from the windup. Kicks up and the pitch. He tries to show one of his curveballs here. So 2 balls, no strikes to Maurer. Three balls, no strikes here to Maurer. The 3-0. That'll be ball for Maurer. So the first batter Ruas sees here, he puts on with 4 pitches, and we'll get Nick DeChaco to the plate. Put the speedy Gavin Maurer on the base path, and we'll see what he does.
Number 27, Nick DeChaco, place of Pat Maloney.
So DeChaco steps in. Maurer takes his lead off first. Ruas comes set, kicks up, and the pitch. He'll try to throw that curveball again, but too far outside. 1 ball, no strikes to DeChaco.
And the big left-handed pitcher kicks and delivers, slightly outside. 2 balls, no strikes for Nick. Gavin Maurer at first. No outs here at Bear Stadium. That was a get-me-over fastball right there to Nick DeChaco. 2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1 be up to DeChaco. 3 balls, 1 strike to Nick DeChaco. No outs. Gavin Maurer on first.
That head you saw in the middle of your screen was the lovely Lisa Weller. She's a little embarrassed that she walked right in front of our camera, but we're happy to have her here.
Should be proud of that home run earlier in this one.
For sure.
Maurer takes his lead off first. The 3-1 to DeChaco. It'll be too far inside, so we'll have ball 4. He wasn't quite sure as we've been getting that inside pitch. And it looks like we'll get another pinch hitter as Nick Esch will step into the game. And the catcher, Delvecchio, will go have a little talk with Ruas. But we'll have number 22, Nick Esch, entering this one. 22, Nick Esch. Nick Esch enters this one. So we have Maurer on second, DeChaco on first, no outs. Nick Esch at the plate. Ruas kicks up and the pitch. That'll be outside to Esch. So 1 ball, no strikes.
Bears looking to put a few more runs on. So they lead 7-0 over Shillington.
1-0 pitch to Esch. There's a curveball that'll fall in for a strike. It's 1 ball, 1 strike here to Esch.
If you missed it earlier, we had an earlier game. Exeter defeats Conrad Weiser 11-0. And later tonight, Dorchester defeats Daniel Boone 4-1. West Lawn has a bye. And this is the last game of tonight.
1-1 pitch. Esch will send out to shallow center. We'll see if they send him. They're going to hold up Maurer at second. And we're going to have the bases loaded for the second baseman, Tyler Kreitz.
Nice job there by Nick Esch, staying with that ball, gliding it on out. Right center field. Now we have the bases loaded. Tyler Kreitz a single last time up. He's had a walk tonight, a couple of hit by pitches. So he's warming up here. He's got some runners on bases, hoping to collect a few RBIs here and maybe get out of Dodge.
First pitch to Kreitz. Be some sort of off-speed pitch. So have no balls, 1 strike here to Kreitz. No outs, bases loaded. Bottom of the 7th inning.
Tyler does a good job laying off an off-speed pitch for first pitch strike. He's going to look for a fastball that he can drive.
The 0-1 to Kreitz. That'll looked inside from up here, but looks like the strike zone expanded a little bit, and that'll be called a strike. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Kreitz.
That's no problem. Tyler will buckle down here and be a good 2-strike hitter.
The 0-2 to Kreitz. He'll sit on that curveball, send that one out to left. Left fielder going back at the wall. That one hops at the wall. 1 run's going to soar. DeChaco's coming around. He's going to soar, and they'll hold up Esch at second. So a double for Kreitz. Scores 2 runs for the Bears.
2-run double for Tyler Kreitz. Absolutely a beautiful shot over the left fielder's head. 1 hop hit off of the fence signs out there. Bears leading 9-0. Very, very well done here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Looks like we're going to have another.
Looks like I saw Caleb Miller run and grab some gear, so we'll see. It looks like it will. Caleb Miller will come up to bat here in the place of Corey Melcher.
Ladies and gentlemen, pitch hitting for the Bears, number 7, Caleb Miller.
Again,
So young Caleb Miller gets his chance here. Runners on second and third.
Coach Moats getting some more of his bench players in, getting some swings, preparing for the big weekend ahead.
First pitch to Miller will be up, so 1 ball, no strike to Miller. We still have no outs, and the infield way in on the grass for the Red Sox. Ruas comes set, kicks up, and the pitch. That'll be inside for a strike. As we we hear some sighs and groans and giggles from the grandstand as the strike zone has just expanded quite a bit.
One thing you know about Bear Stadium, the fans are never shy about voicing their opinion, and they felt the umpire was reaching there. The 9-run differential here in the bottom of the 7th. I guess that is possible.
The 1-1 pitch. Miller will send that one right past the glove of the second baseman. 1 run's going to score, and they'll hold Kreitz up at third. So an RBI there on the pinch hit by Caleb Miller.
And that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Bears score 10 unanswered runs, defeating the Shillington Red Sox by the mercy rule tonight. Very, very, very well played game. Very well pitched by Andrew Bauer, who went a complete game, allowing only 3 hits and no runs. The Shillington Red Sox had no errors. The Bears scoring 10 runs on 11 hits, including a 2-run RBI by Big Ryan Weller. Bears having 1 error on the evening. So once again, just to recap the playoffs, earlier tonight, Exeter defeated Conrad Weiser 11-0. That does eliminate Conrad Weiser from the playoffs. Earlier this evening, actually just recently finished up, Norchester 4, Daniel Boone 1. West Lawn did in fact have a bye tonight, so they were not in action. All games will now move to Shillington for the remainder of the playoffs. Shillington is the host for the remainder of the playoffs, and so we hope that you'll go up to, West Lawn. I misspoke. West Lawn hosts the rest of the playoffs, so we'll hope that you will go up to West Lawn and visit those teams. Watch the Bears playing again. Bears will play at 7 o'clock Saturday evening at Owls Field. So tomorrow is the day off. The Bears back in action 7 o'clock at Owls Field. 7 o'clock, July 9. We appreciate you watching.
This game, as all of our games, will be archived on the Boyertown Bears Legion YouTube channel. You can get to that through Facebook, Twitter, or the website.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, we want to remind you we will be broadcasting audio and video from our state championships. They start right here at Bear Stadium, July 26th. All Bears games will be broadcast live, audio and video. All Bears games will be broadcast live, audio and video.
Thank you and good night from Bear Stadium.